guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today I decided to film this first impressions video. This is my first ever first impressions, so I'm really excited to get straight into it. I'm going to be doing a first impressions on the Artist of Makeup Flawless Coverage HD Cream Foundation, and it looks like this. I've just done the first impression, so that's why it's used. I have quite oily skin, so we'll see how this foundation lasts throughout the day for me. If you have oily skin too, then please keep watching. If you don't, if you have normal to combination dry, please still keep watching, as this foundation seems to be a really good cream foundation. So if you want to know what my first impression of this foundation is, please keep watching. So the foundation comes in a little packet like this. And I did test it out just to see if it was a good colour match, and it is. This is the shade number 45, and it's a match for those who are an NC40 to NC42 in MAC. So this foundation is described as a beautifully rich full coverage cream foundation. It offers a flawless finish to all skin types. Foundation is rich enough to use on problematic areas of the skin and can help cover skin discoloration, pigmentation marks, hyperpigmentation, reduce the appearance of acne scarring, and minimize the appearance of large pores. Shea butter has been added to help the skin heal and repair while you wear this foundation, helping to treat blemishes and wrinkles at the same time in refill pans, ideal for the makeup artists or makeup lovers. As a general reference, the foundation is between shades NC40 to NC42. Yes, that's correct. And it comes as a refill pan, and the size is 5.4 centimeters, 8 grams. This foundation is available in a range of shades, so there's one to suit most skin tones. Also, on the Artist of Makeup website, they give you a reference in MAC, so you know which shade is roughly your colour, which I think is really good, as MAC is kind of the well-known shade reference. I've already applied my moisturiser and my primer, so I'm going to go in with the foundation. This foundation is full coverage as described on the website, but I'm going to test it out now and see what it's like. For this, I'm going to use my Primark stippling brush. So far what I can tell from this foundation is it does give that skin-like appearance, even though it's quite full coverage. This is a really good match. I was gonna get number 50, but I went with 45 because I think it's better to go half a shade lighter than darker, because you can always bronze up the skin. I also drag it down to my neck area because my neck is weird. It's darker than the rest of my body, and it's darker than my face. My face is darker than my body, and then my neck is darker than my body. So it's really weird. I'm like multicolored. A lot of makeup artists recommend cream foundations because it's the most natural looking, I suppose. The great thing about cream foundations is you can use it as a concealer as well, so you just go over the areas where you have the most redness or blemishes or acne or anything like that. Oops. So I'm going to put on the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. So I went and applied the rest of my makeup. This is the final look. I think the foundation looks really good right now, and it feels quite light on the skin. It's not heavy like my MAC Studio Fix, and the colour match is really good, and I always have a lot of trouble picking up the right shade for me, so I'm really happy about that. So the Artist of Makeup name came from the founder of this range, and that is Zucreat, and she's a celebrity makeup artist. She has been an artist of makeup for 16 years. She is also a sensation here on YouTube. Zucria also comes from a scientific background, so a lot of thought has gone into her foundations and her whole makeup range. The price point for the foundation is £15 plus postage and packaging. I think that's really reasonable. She also does international shipping. The price is kind of mid-range, so it's not on the drugstore side, but it's not exactly on the high-end side, it's somewhere in between. This foundation covers up my pores really well. I have quite large pores and all of that is covered up. It's covered up all my redness around my nose. I didn't put in any concealer, so I used the foundation as a concealer around my nose. And overall it's given me a flawless finish, as the foundation name suggests. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I will try and check in with you guys at the end of the day. I am going out later, so I will be outside where it's quite hot. So we'll see how my makeup holds throughout the day. Hey guys, I hope the lighting's okay. I forgot to mention in the last bit what time it was. I approximately filmed it at 1:15 and now it is 9:16. So I've approximately worn this foundation for 8 hours and this is what it looks like. I don't know how clearly you guys can see because I'm still waiting to upgrade on my camera. My blush hasn't moved at all. It's still pretty opaque on the skin. I do have a lot of oil in my T-zone. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but as I've mentioned a million times already, I do have very oily skin, so that was bound to happen. I have been wearing this for 8 hours, so that is quite a long time for me. So I would say it's lasted pretty well and I'm quite impressed with this foundation. Sometimes I find with foundations that I have to set quite often. This I only setted when I applied it, which was 8 hours ago. I haven't touched up or anything like that since. And I've been outside in the sun. I've been to an event and it was very hot in the room, and socializing, drinking, and I ate 2 hot dogs and a huge cupcake with lots of icing, and this is how well it's held up so far, and I think it's done pretty good, as I've mentioned. So I hope you guys like this foundation because I do. I do recommend it. I think this foundation is great for dry and normal skin types, as well as oily if you set it. It's very important for oily skins to apply a primer and to set it after you've applied the foundation. So the pros of this foundation is it looks very natural on the skin. It's quite long lasting. You don't need to set it that often if you have oily skin. For dry to normal skin types, I think this foundation would wear beautifully all day. This is a great colour match, and the product that comes in the refill pan is going to last me a very long time. The price point doesn't bother me that much. I think it's pretty reasonable for the kind of product that it is. It's quite, I would say it's quite high end. It doesn't feel cheap and the quality is very high. The only con that I have is that the refill pan isn't really travel friendly. It comes in like this, as I've shown you. And yeah, I don't think it would be really travel friendly. I would prefer it if it came in a little palette or something like that. I do know you can buy a palette on top of the refill pan, but that will cost extra and it's a bit expensive, and also it comes with 2 pans. But overall, I really like this foundation. I'm going to keep on wearing it and see if my opinion on it changes. It probably won't because I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions video. Please let me know in the comments if you'd like to see another video like this on a certain product, because I'd happily do that for you guys. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!